Mahl from the Patents Project. Now that you've seen AIM simply stated, you have a really good idea of what accessible education materials are and who would be able to use them. I want to talk a little bit about the AIM grant that your corporation has received from Patents. One of the reasons that you've received this grant is to help you get these materials to students in a timely manner. That requires a whole network of people in your corporation. Teachers and digital rights managers and technology specialists and your special ed director all working to get these materials to your students at the same time their peers are receiving their regular materials. It's kind of a big deal. So that's why we come along and try and help you organize this. Let's talk about the population that we don't think of when we think of accessible educational materials. Our students with specific learning disabilities. Sometimes it can be controversial when we talk about giving them accessible educational materials. For instance, one of the things we hear is that we're giving up on teaching them how to read, and that's not the fact. What we're trying to do is give them materials that they can listen to so that they can keep up with their peers in the curriculum, and then give them to them in a manner that also helps them learn how to read. When we give them electronic materials like this, the word is highlighted as it is read, so that student is connecting the text with the sound of that word. One of the other things we hear is that we are modifying their curriculum, and we are not modifying the curriculum at all. We're making accommodations. When you modify the curriculum, you're making it shorter or also taking some of the meat out of the curriculum for them and making it simpler. By giving them accessible educational materials, we're simply giving them the materials that their peers are using, every inch of them, so that they can learn exactly the same things that their peers are learning at exactly the same time. Not modifying, but accommodating. And finally, we also hear that what is the point of doing this if they can't use it on the tests? High-stake tests are a part of every student's life. But our project director, Daniel McNulty, likes to use the rule of 175 when we talk about this. Yes, a student can't use always a text reader on a high-stakes test, but for 175 days or so out of the year, that student is going to be learning the curriculum and reading the curriculum. One of the greatest indicators of how well a student is going to do on a test is how much time they spend reading. And by giving them the text in a digital format, they are going to be spending time reading that text, even though there is a machine saying the words for them. We are sure that that student will do much better in a testing situation after having interacted with the content for 175 days than a student who has sat totally unable to interact with the content at their desk, isolated from the materials that their peers are digesting. Finally, I want to give you a couple other things to think about as you go through your AIM grant. Not all students with learning disabilities will benefit from having the material read to them by a machine. We've provided to you UPAR, a test from the Don Johnston Company, to actually check with these students and see how they learn best, whether providing them with this material will be a help or not. Thank you for watching this. If you have any questions, I'm always here at Southeast Patents to help you out. Again, my name is Sandi Mahl, and have a great day.